Oh, Haywood, I was just, I really keyed in on a few words that you were putting out when you were talking about the way you play and what made you stand out and get to the point where you are today. You talked about being the first one in the gym. You talked about being a hard worker, just putting your nose to the grindstone and really going out there and setting yourself apart from by the hustle that you display on the court. I witnessed that over here at Cox Pavilion just a few minutes ago. You're playing against Boston. I saw you pick up almost half court and you almost forced a 24-second violation by yourself. You picked up, you really took pride in defense. That's something that stood out to me. It seems like you're a natural fit for the Heat culture that we hear all about all the time.
Yeah.
What have you kind of gained so far from just being a part of that really high-quality organization that places a huge emphasis on some of the things that you take pride in, such as working hard and just being a dog on the court?
Yeah, the Miami Heat, they're all about culture, like you said. I think the culture, starts from the top with Pat Riley, obviously, then goes, to the players, the coaches, and everybody's locked in on one goal, and it's all about winning. That's what Heat culture is about, winning, being tough, being physical, being in the best condition, being the hardest working team in the NBA. And it starts with defense, like you said, I like to play defense as well. But, one thing I'll say is Heat culture is not for everybody, the tough guys stick, and I'll say that. But, I love the Heat culture. Since I've been there, I've learned so much. We got great coaches, we got great players, got one of the hardest working players in the NBA, Jimmy Butler. You got Kyle Lowry, another hard-working guy. So I'll also learn from P.J. Tucker, who's not with the team anymore, obviously, but he's also a guy that really embodies Heat culture. Udonis Haslem as well. But Heat culture is all about just being tough, gritty, the underdog, and, just playing defense, stuff that I like to do. So that's why I fit it so well. So, I'm all about Heat culture.
Getting some new things in your bag or perfecting certain things about your game, that's part of it, so you can stick, right? So what are some things that you got honed in on? I mean, obviously we spent a ton of time in the gym together.
Yeah.
What are some things you honed in on this specific offseason to, be able to contribute to Miami again this season, upcoming season?
I think a big part of me has always been, it starts with defense for me. I feel like I can guard the best players in the league. Right now I have a great wingspan and like 7 feet. I'm like 6'5", 6'6", so I can guard, some of the best wings, maybe some point guards, and some fours as well if they're going small. So I think it starts with defense with me, just being active, being a defender I know I can be. And, in the offense end, I feel like, it's all about just making sure when my three-point shots stay consistent, not hesitating, making sure my feet are set, making sure it's one motion. Obviously that labels me as kind of like a 3-and-D guy, and that kind of fits the Miami Heat culture. And it fits this league. 3-and-D guys, make good money in this league, which I want to be. But I think just this offseason is all about just being in the best shape, make sure I'm lifting, make sure, I'm putting the right foods in my body, and just making sure I'm ready to go. I think another part, also just screening as far as, I can be the 4 for the Heat maybe sometimes with Jimmy on the floor. He can be the 3, I can be the 4. So just screening, they're switching 1 through 4, and I'm the 4, trying to screen the lower half and get in that little pocket, create that show roll, which PJ did so well.
Yeah.
And, a guy like also Caleb Martin did so well for the team that I was, obviously watching in the playoffs, watching them do that a lot. So, watching that, I think I can, work on that, this offseason. And, as you know, in the gym, just trying to just get better, with Ronnie in Miami, just trying to get better every day. And, just, trying to, improve every day and get better every day, like I said. For sure.
Man, all this talk about grinding and getting in the gym, being better every day, it's got inspired me, man. Like, I heard about an open run going on, nearby this evening. So I'm like, it makes me want to just jump in there. Like, forget going on in the town, man. I know it's Vegas and stuff, but I want to get in the gym.
Go ahead and get some buckets, man. I believe in you. I believe in you.
Yeah, appreciate that, man.